What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the corner. Happy Thanksgiving. Honestly, I was not planning to drop a video today, which is why this video is coming out so late. Yesterday, Thanksgiving was a very long day, but with all the injuries that just hit the league, there's way too much value sitting out on the waiver wire for me not to talk about it. If you have been enjoying the content on this channel, make sure to subscribe and leave a like. It helps the YouTube algorithm know that you guys are actually enjoying the content, and it also helps push this channel and the videos out to more people who need advice just like you. Now let's get into the video. Like I mentioned in Monday's video, this week's schedule is very weird. Almost every single team in the league plays 2 games this weekend, so if you think your lead is safe, you need to think again. And quick side note, for everyone who watched Wednesday's videos, Jalen Williams was officially announced to make his season debut tonight on Friday. So it looks like I was right. As soon as I made the video, they decided to finally let him play. And all that makes his waiver wire even more important. So let's talk about the players that you need to grab before the weekend hits. First up on this list, we have Will Richard. And now I know the Warriors only have one more game left this week, which normally makes this kind of risky. But with Steph Curry now out for the next week, Will Richard is in line for a huge role for the Warriors. Every single time Golden State loses one of their top guys, Will Richard or Moses Moody are usually the ones to step up. He can handle big minutes, as he's already proven. He's aggressive on offense, and he doesn't shy away from responsibility on offense, which is exactly what you want when the opportunity opens up for the Warriors. But here's the real reason why I think he is a perfect fit for you to pick up. The Warriors play 4 games next week. If you can afford to get ahead of the curve right now, this is the perfect time to stash him before everyone else is scrambling on Monday. Richard has already shown he can produce when the stars are out, and with Steph sidelined indefinitely for the next week at least, this is his window to put up legit fantasy numbers. If he's free in your league, this is the time to go grab him now, not when everyone realizes what's coming. Next up, we got Noah Clowney, and honestly, I don't know how he's still available in so many leagues right now on ESPN. Clowney has been absolutely hooping since Cam Thomas went down, and the role he's carved out in Brooklyn isn't some fluke. The Nets are trusting him with real minutes, real touches, and he's been producing in every single category that you want from a forward. He scores, he gets some rebounds, defensive stats, efficiency. It's all there for Noah Clowney. If for some reason Clowney is still available in your league, please go pick him up. This is one of those situations where the numbers and the eye test line up perfectly, and the schedule makes it even better. Brooklyn has 2 games to finish out this week, and both of those matchups are against teams that give up a ton of points to the forward position. This is exactly the type of edge you want heading into a weird weekend schedule, a player with momentum, with a secure role, and with a great schedule. Do not wait for your league mates to catch on. Take advantage of Cam Thomas being out into mid-December and lock in Noah Clowney right now. He can easily swing your matchup for the next couple of weeks. Miles McBride is finally back, and he's starting in the lineup with OG sidelined with that hamstring injury. And anytime McBride gets starter minutes, he becomes a really solid fantasy option. Yes, he can be streaky sometimes, but more often than not, he gives you a very safe floor, especially in points formats. If he's free in your league, this is the time to go and add him. The Knicks have 2 more games to close out this week, and just like almost every other team next week, they have 4 games lined up as well. With that combination, the increased role now and a strong schedule coming up for the Knicks makes McBride one of the best short-term options that you can add right now. I mentioned Jay Huff in Monday's video as a pretty safe pickup for this week, and so far that is exactly what he has been. Same use case as before. He's not going to win you the week, remember that, but he's not going to tank you either. What is encouraging is that his minutes are going up like I predicted in my Monday video, which tells you that the coaching staff is starting to clearly look for something other than Isaiah Jackson. And with 2 soft interior matches coming up against the Wizards and the Bulls, Huff is in a really good spot to give you steady, reliable production to close out this week. And if you need a big who won't burn you, I honestly think Jay Huff is one of the best options right now on the wire. And last on this list, we have Julian Champagnie. The Spurs are dealing with a ton of injuries right now. And while Fox has been on an absolute heater trying to keep them afloat, they're still relying heavily on the role players to step up. And Champagnie has done exactly that over the last 3 games. With Castle out, Champagnie is sitting around 30 minutes a night, and anytime a player on a thin roster gets that kind of runway, you have to take notice. He's been scoring, he's been active on offense and defense, and he's taking full advantage of the extra usage right now. If you're looking for points to close out the week, or you just need a high minute streamer, Julian Champagnie is absolutely worth a pickup. So these 5 players are going to be my high priority pickups for the rest of this week. If you're trying to close the gap on a comeback or just to protect your healthy lead, These are the exact players who can tip the scales for you, and a couple of them might end up saving you your matchup this week. If this video helped you out, don't click away just yet. Hit the video on your screen right now. I break down 6 players who are quietly tanking your fantasy season, and you need to know who they are before it's too late. Thanks for stopping by the corner. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.